Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Saraswati. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great, sir. Thank you. How about you?
I'm also doing great, Saraswati. Okay, great. Fine. Let us. Do you have any subject of interest generally, which is what are you passionate about, Saraswati? In life, generally, you'll have some passion, which is it could be a cause, it could be a purpose, it could be what do you want to live, what do you want to live for, what do you want to really achieve by the end of by the end of your career, your working life, or something.
Mm.
Tell me some of your passions which you're very close to.
If I talk about my passion, so as I completed my entire study from village
Hmm.
and completed BA degree from Mumbai
Hmm.
University,
Hmm.
and after that I completed web designing. So if I talk about my passion, so I can't just define which is my perfect passion.
Hmm.
I go with the flow.
Ah.
And yes, so now this time as learning language is my passion. And
Okay.
last 18 months, I have been practicing English language. So this
Hmm.
is my passion. Along with that, I am a spiritual type of person. I believe in God a lot, not
Hmm.
only in like worshipping and all,
Hmm.
but means I do meditation for a longer period in
Hmm.
morning and in evening.
Hmm.
So I want to complete like all Bhagavad Gita
Hmm.
so that I can understand it well.
Wow.
What has written in that? Because I saw Mahabharata and Ramayana,
Okay.
but the more we misread and get to know, so every time we feel different experience.
Hmm.
Yes, even I also not completed the Bible whole, but I read.
The
So
Bible
there,
you're talking about. You're talking
yes,
about the Bible.
yes,
Oh, okay, okay. You kind of what do you call it? Uh, I don't know if the word is correct. Polytheist.
okay,
Polytheist. Yeah. Polytheism or polytheism. Okay. Okay. Polytheist is basically worshipping more than one god. That is polytheism or
yes.
polytheist. But I'm not getting the word to who kind of practices or learns about different religion also. I'm not getting that word. Probably through the conversation, if I get, I
Hmm.
will definitely bring that word
Yes.
up. But how come this deep interest in not only studying your own religion but also the other religion as well? Because that's a little bit surprising because you're studying Bible as well, you're
Yes.
studying Bhagavad Gita as well. Please tell me more about that.
Because when I came to Mumbai, when I came
Hmm.
Mumbai first time,
Hmm.
we lived in Santa Cruz area,
Okay.
and many of my dad's friends were Catholic, and they invited 2 or 3 times in the church.
Huh.
And when I went there,
Huh.
so I started reading Bible,
Huh.
and I just visited in that church maybe 10 times or
Huh.
15 times.
Okay.
But I means took interest to
Okay.
read Bible, and
Hmm.
when I read that, so it was really interesting to know,
Hmm.
and I feel content to read it. Yeah,
You feel what?
content, CONTNT, satisfied.
Content.
Content,
Content.
yes, yeah, content. I feel content after reading the Bible. And few of the chapters I really like to read a lot.
Huh. Okay.
Not all, because if
Okay.
I go to the old Bible, so
Huh.
there we are means it's a very boring for me. But
Huh.
new version was really amazing, and after reading that, maybe whatever problem you have, you will
Okay.
get the solution for that problem by
Huh.
reading that. I
Correct.
felt like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
See, there is a. I will come to what you told, but there is one word that I'm sending you,
Yes.
Saraswati. Yeah, you read this word, please.
Contentment. Yes, actually, I forgot. Contentment.
Yes, it's
Yes.
not. It's
I
not
feel contentment.
contentment. Okay, contentment.
Contentment.
You feel contentment,
Content.
and at the
Contentment.
same time, I got the word for a person who studies different religion.
Yes.
Okay, it is known as the word is called. Yes, read this.
Theologist.
Yes, I am basically a theologist.
Theologist means.
Theologist means a person who generally or by nature because he is kind of curious to know, studies
Mhm.
different religions,
Yes.
probably anything related to God, not
Mhm.
particularly one religion but different
Yes.
religions.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, studies religious beliefs, the scriptures. So you are basically a theologist. When you say that I not only study Bhagavad Gita, I also
Mhm.
study Bible, though
Yeah.
not in its entirety, though
Yeah.
not in its entirety, but I definitely love to study some part of
Yes.
every religion. So you are a theologist.
Theologist. Yes.
Okay, so you don't have to, next time you say, you
I
don't
am
have to say, I
theologist.
study this one and that. You say, I'm basically a theologist at heart. And then you
Okay.
can say, I study Hindu scriptures as well, I study Christian scriptures as well.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
When did this interest develop? Because it's very uncommon to be a theologist. Very
Mm-hmm.
uncommon. When did you develop this interest to study other scriptures? In fact, in Hinduism, it has been observed that most of the Hindus don't know their own scriptures very well. In fact,
Yes.
being a student of the 80s and 90s, just because Mahabharat was a part of our curriculum, I studied Mahabharat because it was a
Mm-hmm.
part of our syllabus.
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, we all have known about Mahabharat and Ramayana only by looking at the Ramanand Sagar serial and B.R. Chopra Mahabharat that used to come on television.
Yes.
Okay. So, what are your inspirations to become a theologist, or how did you develop this habit of studying God?
As I told, when I was in Santa Cruz area,
Yes.
before my marriage,
Huh.
so when I used to go in church with my
Ah,
father,
okay, you're
and
relating. Oh, okay,
yes,
okay. Yeah, yeah. Please
so
tell that in detail.
even
Yeah.
even my father was in postal department,
Ah,
and in customs he got so many books, like all are the Bibles related, not
okay.
pure Bible, but
Ah,
on different topics. There were
okay.
different books,
Hmm.
and like one book name was financial breakthrough,
Hmm.
and it was really a very means very big book. What we say? It's very thin. It's very thick.
It
Very
okay,
thick.
okay.
It's very thick.
You know what? There is a word unabridged.
Unabridged.
Yes, unabridged.
Unabridged.
Yes,
Means really.
unabridged. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of this? Just so that you know, the meaning of this is
Okay. Not cut or shortened. Complete.
yes, it's the complete. It's the very thick book. You did not read the abridged version. You read the unabridged version, the
Okay.
complete book. It's that's why it's such a thick book,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah.
No, I have means Bible. Along with Bible, I have other books related to different topics.
Ah, okay,
So
okay,
I had chosen and told my father gave one too, because when I read that, so I took interest reading.
ah,
So because of that, I kept that book near me,
okay.
and whenever I means, didn't feel good or when I feel little bit low, so I started reading, and after reading, I really means felt very cool, very calm after reading that. So
Hmm.
still, whenever I feel little bit low, so I go through that book and get satisfaction.
Wonderful, wonderful,
Yeah.
great, great. See, in this kind of, I'm asking you to get into a discussion which is much more. You'll have to think on your foot and tell me your opinion. I'm kind of trying to get your opinion
Yes.
in this today's day, in today's day and age. Okay,
Mm,
uh, we are very intolerant towards religion. We have
mm,
become very polarized. Okay, people have become very polarized in their opinion when it comes to religion. What is polarized? People have become polarized. Okay, what do you
means
mean by people have become
they
polarized?
polarize means they uh, want to stick with one.
Now, polarized, I will first give you the spelling. Polarized. Okay, now polarized is a word made from pole, pole, pole.
One.
And there are two poles. There is the north pole and there is the south pole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
when I say people nowadays have become very intolerant, they have become very polarized, means either all the people, they
Mm,
are either on the north side or on the south side.
yes.
Okay, they
Mm,
don't believe in moderation. They are either
yes.
extreme North Pole or extreme South Pole.
South Pole.
They
Yes.
have very
Mm-hmm.
hardened opinions about religion. It should be
Yes.
like this. They should be like this. I should not do that. I should not be do this. So that is what I say. I mean when I say people are very polarized today on any issue. On any issue. Okay,
Yeah.
whom do you want to vote in this next election? People are polarized. Either I will vote for this guy or that guy. Very
Mm,
polarized opinions.
yes.
Now, in this polarized world, particularly when it comes to belief and religion,
Mm,
okay, you are a theologist, you have practiced or read to some extent, to some degree, this aspect of Bible, the aspects of Hinduism as well. How do we deal with this stubbornness, this polarization of religious beliefs? How do we create tolerance in society?
I think if we deeply study any of the epics, so one thing that is very common
Hmm.
is we all focus how we live a better life in our
Hmm.
day-to-day life
Hmm.
with honest with honesty,
Hmm.
with dedication, with hard
Hmm.
work.
Hmm.
All religions means their intention is the same.
Hmm.
The way of telling may be different.
Yes.
So if people understand that thing, so definitely they will not be polarized.
Hmm. Absolutely wonderful sentence. They will not be polarized.
Yeah.
Yes. Great. Can you tell me who is responsible in today's world, in the world that we live in? Why does this polarization happen? Do you think there are some people who do it intentionally? Uh, probably they have an ulterior motive in doing so. Now, there is one more word I gave you: ulterior motive. Ulterior motive. Have you come across this word, Saraswati?
No.
You have
No.
never come across this one.
Hmm.
Now, ulterior motive. Okay, ulterior. I don't have any ulterior motive when I say or I give you a suggestion. Okay,
Okay.
when I give you a suggestion, I give that suggestion with
Hmm.
meaning all goodness to you. I don't have
Hmm.
any ulterior motive. I don't have any hidden agenda behind my suggestions.
Hmm.
ठीक है,
Um,
मैं जो भी आपको बोलता हूं, जो भी मैं चाहता हूं दिल से कि आपके आपके लिए अच्छा हो. मुझ में
Mm-hmm.
कोई हिडन एजेंडा नहीं है. Now that hidden agenda, that is known as the ulterior motive.
Okay.
Okay, so we will go back to that question and use this phrase ulterior motive.
Yeah.
Now, according to me, okay,
Mm.
according to me, politicians are the biggest reasons for creating polarization in society.
Yeah.
Okay, do you
Mm.
believe in that?
At some extent, we
To
can say
some
yes,
extent, yes, to some extent.
to some extent, but it's up to us how
Hmm.
we understand,
Hmm.
how we react on the things,
Hmm.
because God has given us mind to think.
Hmm.
So by thinking, by creative thinking, we can think which one is right for us or not.
Yes, God has given us wisdom to
Yeah,
make the right choice.
yeah,
Okay, God has given us enough wisdom to make the right choice.
yeah,
But I feel these politicians do this on purpose. This division, this polarization, they have an ulterior motive to
hmm,
grab the votes of a particular religion or a particular caste or a
yeah,
particular community. That is
hmm,
their hidden agenda. That is their ulterior motive.
yes,
Okay, that's why
hmm,
they sugarcoat things and tell this that they are
yeah,
going to do this, you are going to do this, you need to be vigilant. Okay, you
hmm,
need to be
yeah,
vigilant. You see a lot of that happening in today's world. If
yeah,
you open your television, if you switch on your television, you see a lot of that happening.
yeah,
Okay. Now, you told you're a highly spiritual person. You are a very religious person also. Hmm?
yeah,
Okay. And you
yeah,
study other religions also. Now,
yeah,
don't you think this polarization in society
hmm,
on the aspect of religion is taking our nation in a wrong direction? There is a lot of animosity and sourness between me and maybe a person belonging to another religion. We don't see eye to eye now. We don't see eye to eye. Have you heard
hmm.
that? We don't see eye to eye.
No.
We don't see eye to eye. Eye to eye. We don't see eye to eye. We don't see eye to eye. पढ़िए इसको.
Just wait. We don't see eye to eye.
हाँ, क्या मतलब हो सकता है इसका?
Means हम एक दूसरे की आंखों में आंखें डाल के नहीं बात कर सकते, ऐसा बोल रहे हैं?
Yes, we don't see eye to eye. मतलब
हाँ, हाँ,
we are in a position wherein we don't see eye to eye. That much of animosity we have between each other.
हम्म,
Okay,
हम्म,
fine. We don't see
yes,
eye to eye. That is the kind of polarization, that is the kind of animosity we have in a society between people of two religion because of what politicians have created the atmosphere in our society.
yes.
Okay. Now, have you gone to Kumbh Mela anytime in your life?
No, no, I never
You
go.
have never gone.
No.
Haven't you any time had the desire to go to Kumbh Mela? Because again, uh, the biggest gathering of people on earth, and
No, even I have no desire to go there, because I believe sitting at home, I can worship and I
huh.
can achieve whatever I want. It means I can complete my wish sitting at home too.
Ah,
Yeah.
great. Very nice. Very nice. You don't have to really go to a religious place in order
Yes.
to show your affection to God. So
Yes.
you would rather sit at home and
Yes.
pray with all your
Yes.
devotion.
Yes.
Okay, great, great. One more aspect. One more aspect. If you become or if you get a chance to become a politician,
Hmm.
okay, okay, how do you tackle or as a politician how will you be different from the current lot of politicians in order to create harmony in society? in order to create harmony in society. Harmony, I'm sure you must have heard
Yes,
this.
yes.
Yes, in
To
order to create.
create,
Yes.
in order to create harmony in society, if
Hmm.
I would get a chance to be a politician, so
Hmm.
definitely I try to um, spread the awareness
Hmm.
that means whatever religions we follow,
Hmm.
it's okay because
Hmm.
we live that tradition since our childhood,
Hmm.
and we saw the tradition, cultures,
Hmm.
and religious thing.
Hmm.
Our means our ancestors also follow all these
Hmm.
things. So I
Hmm.
will not tell that to leave that, because living that is not means we can't do that. But
Hmm.
all religions, the intention of all religions are same.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
we should not stick with any of the, what we say,
Hmm.
there is andhaviswas, what we say,
Yes. Yes. Superstition.
superstitions. We should
Yes.
not believe in the superstitions of any religion.
Hmm.
So definitely in this way I can spread awareness
Hmm.
yeah, about the harmony.
Hmm.
Yes.
Great. Great. I will give you one word here. We should not be about our. Yeah, please read this word and tell
We
me
should
which is the
not
meaning.
be dogmatic about our religion.
Yes, dogmatic about our religion. We should not be dogmatic about our religion. I will leave it up to you to find out what does this dogmatic mean. Very
Yes.
wonderful word, Saraswati. Very nice
Mhm.
word.
Okay.
Because if you start using this and if you make it a part of your daily lexicon, uh,
Mm-hmm.
definitely you'll people will start, wow, nice, wonderful words. In fact, you have a practice of using these words when you're very familiar with a word, you kind of start using it like that. I have
Yes.
seen that. So find out what this dogmatic,
Yes.
being dogmatic about our religion means, and
Mm-hmm.
just see how you can make a part of it. Great. Now you see, Saraswati, this is what I just would want you to know. I want to challenge you in terms of, we all speak from knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we all speak from knowledge. मुझे ये मालूम है, इसके बारे में मैं बात कर सकती हूँ. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we all
Yes.
speak from it, but we get challenged when we speak based on our opinion, because you
Yes.
never raise your opinions at all. Who has asked you what do you like, where do you
Mm-hmm.
want to go, which religion do you believe in, which is the
Yes.
religion that you would want to practice? You
Yes.
just
Yes.
have an opinion, and even you are not aware of what your opinion is, because you have never expressed your opinion on issues.
Yes.
Okay, now these things,
Mm-hmm.
when you come up with these challenging questions, you not only get your knowledge of language, you also get your thoughts. You dive deeper into your thoughts, combine
Yes.
that with the language, and you express that. So that is a more challenging aspect of learning language than
Yes.
speaking from knowledge.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so well done, well done. I would also probably, I would also would have liked if you had talked about being a politician. You have the right to do whatever you want to. Okay,
Yes.
how can you spread harmony in society about religion? Okay, first step is you can
Mm-hmm.
spread harmony in the society by not speaking about religion.
Yes.
Okay, you can, than speaking about religion, than
Mm-hmm.
getting to polarize people, you can rather speak on development. You can rather speak on human development, human skill building. That is what a politician's work is, which they seldom do. Which
Mm-hmm.
they seldom do. Okay,
Yes.
seldom. सुना है?
Yes, seldom I have.
Yes, which they seldom do, which they never do, in fact.
Yeah.
So these are all the things that you can do as a politician. But
Hmm.
do you fancy yourself as a politician at any point in life, at any point in time in life?
Fancy yourself means.
Do you fancy yourself? लिख लीजिए इसको भी, you just find out. Do you fancy yourself? Now, see, these are uh, what do I call it? These are not intermediate.